So I'm going to be latching them to this Velcro grid here. You want to make sure that you do this in a manner that it's going to pull all the seams straight. You're going to lock it in. You're going to get this here. You'll notice that these seams are loose. You're going to go underneath it. You can feel your Velcro, the top, the soft, and the hard loop underneath, and you're going to stick it. But this is critical. You want to make sure this seam is straight. So you're going to lock it down as you've got your hand underneath and rubbing it. And see it. You're going to come to the other side. You're going to do the same thing. At the same time, you're going to be pulling this material this way to remove any possible wrinkles. And as you do so, it's going to latch the Velcro underneath. And what you have is your center piece like this. Your next step is going to be to secure the rear portion of the grid. You're going to take this piece here and you're going to attach it to this Velcro here to this point. If you mess up, you can always unhook it and re-pull it and stick it. In designing this system, we wanted to ensure that pretty much anyone could install it. Come to the other side, follow the same procedure. If you do make a mistake, if a seam is crooked, it's easily straightened. Just pull it up and re-hook it. Okay, now we're coming to the front section. We want to get this secure. It's going to come into a mold here. And before you install it, you may see some wrinkles here. It's part of the process of manufacturing this. We had to allow for this change in the surface. And you'll understand why as we install it. Okay, now we're going to the other side. Repeat the same process. And as you install the systems and pull against one part from another, you may hear other portions turn loose. The good thing is about this system is that you can rework it at any given time to make it fit exactly what you want. Okay, at this point, we have this portion of the grid installed. We have the back corner to the back corner straight line portion. We have the inset portion here, and we have the rib portion installed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to run to the sides. This is probably the second most important portion of this install. Because this entire length, from one end to the top to the other, it's a long span and it needs to be secured tightly without any seam movement. What that means is you don't look up inside this headliner and see this seam, the sewed stitch, look like the back of a snake, crooked. So you're going to secure it at the point where your Velcro intersects one with another. You're going to pull your front edge forward and you're going to stick it. You're going to come here, and as you're pulling these things and installing them, this material will give and stretch. So you want to do it in such a way that as you attach it, it's going to remove the waves, the wrinkles. And what you're going to end up with is a panel here that fits as tight as a banjo. Continue working the system down. Run your hand across it to secure it. Now we're going to the other side to repeat it. Gavin, what have you thought about this entire venture?
Oh, it's wonderful. There's, there hasn't really been anybody creating these headliners for this specific top, as well as the spoon hardtop and the OEM hardtop. Even though the OEM comes with the headliner, nobody's really manufactured any headliners for them, and it's good that we can offer some custom applications for customers.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. I was amazed coming from an industry that is more oriented towards the high-end Porsches and the real exotics like this Packard behind Gavin. A lot of the parts that we make for these vehicles, we have to fabricate in shop. So when I was presented with this idea, as Gavin shared it with me, I was surprised that someone else hadn't came along and did this. And it's been a joy. It's been a joy to take some old school trade and incorporate it into the tuner scene. I've enjoyed it. To continue with the installation, we're now going to attach the front section of this headliner to the established Velcro here. You always want to start in the center. I'll give Gavin time to change positions with me. Our first pull is going to be in alignment with the stitching here. We're going to pull it straight up. And we're just going to simply flip it over the edge and hook it. And we're going to come over here and we're going to do the same thing at the other area. Pull it over the edge and hook it.
Now, Alan, why are you hooking it in line with the seams in the middle?
Well, what that does, it ensures that when the product is completely installed, I don't have any wrinkles in the area where the contour changes. It keeps all my lines straight. So it looks like it's factory. You get a purely professional installation without even having any experience with this, which was one of the challenges in designing this headliner, was doing it in a measure in a way that others who have never touched this product could install it and get the same results consistently. Now I'm going to move on down. And as I do so, I'm just paying attention. If there's a wrinkle here, I'm going to pull it tight, I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to secure it over the edge of this headliner. Kevin, what have you thought about this venture?
Well, in design of the custom headliner and with the removable headliner for the do-it-yourselfers, you have the option of, as you can see here, you can go different colors. If you like blue and black or red and white or red and yellow, you have options to change different colors and different types of material, different color stitching. There's just so many avenues, so many different choices that you have. It gives the customer, say,